Hello, my name is Fred Kusamoto, and I am here with Shyam Bansal from The Ohio State University. And he's going to talk to us about some important work that he's been doing, thinking about communication within the heart and how that might affect arrhythmias. So Shyam, hello and welcome. Thanks for being here. And tell us a little bit about what you're doing.
Hey, Dr. Kusumato, thank you for this opportunity. So in this work, we have actually studied the immune cells, specifically regulatory T cells, and we studied how they affect left ventricular remodeling and heart failure, which is also a substrate for AFibs and arrhythmias in patients. So we looked at how regulatory T cells affect the overall outcome post-myocardial infarction. And we have shown that regulatory T cells, which are always considered to be protective and good for diseases, actually go bad. They turn pathological and promote left ventricular remodeling post-MI.
Wow, that's incredible. So how does that then, obviously as an electrophysiologist, I'm kind of interested in sort of the impact of this on arrhythmias. So tell me a little bit about the basic science aspects of that.
So this actually a completely new field. We don't know much about it, but there is some evidence coming out that there are resident immune cell populations in the heart that actually regulate cardiac rhythmicity. There was a very good paper published in 2017 from Dr. Matthias Nahrendorf's group where they showed there are resident macrophages that actually live near atrioventricular node and maintain cardiac rhythmicity. Now, it's regulatory T cells being the sentinels of immune cell activation. We won't be surprised if such immune cells are present. Regulatory T cells are also present in the myocardium and actually playing a role. Or the other aspect is if these T cells, they go inside the heart where they are not supposed to be, then they can actually affect cardiomyocyte function and their rhythmicity.
Wow, that's incredible. So tell me, let's say if you were to put your future hat on, so how would this sort of translate then into clinical medicine, this work, if you could speculate? I know it's early on and this is a new field, but what thoughts on sort of how this can be translated to the bedside?
So once we know what immune cells are getting pathological, there is always a possibility that we can design strategies to either activate or inhibit specific immune cells to derive the maximal beneficial effect. As you might know that the TNF alpha trials, which were started in early 2000s, they all failed because the cytokines, they have very generalized effects on the whole body. But if we can identify specific immune cells and target those, we might be able to get really specific effects without affecting other protective processes that are going on in the body for repair and healing.
Wow, that's incredibly exciting. So I would like to thank you, Shyam, for being here. I mean, wow, what an amazing, sort of work that you're doing. And you can really see how this basic science work will translate and then evolve into actual clinical bedside issues that we can then begin to start to take care of. For more information on Shyam's wonderful talk, to then see the complete talk along with his data, along with other topics in this field, go to HRS 365. And there you can see a lot of this cutting edge work and again, use our imaginations to speculate on the future. So with that, thank you, Shyam, for being there. And for all of you who are watching us, thank you for watching us.
Thank you, Dr. Kusumato.